All right, after-school program.
As soon as I get the basketball schedule from the middle school, I'll be able to figure this out better so that I can know. But I'm thinking 1 or 2 nights a week, have sports activity and healthy snack and.
Here comes Teresa. Okay.
But it's something we need volunteers for, and
I told you I'd volunteer on Wednesday, and I'll try to find a partner to help. And I talked to some of the teachers, elementary teachers, and it's their suggestion that we do not combine 4th and 5th graders with any of the middle, junior high kid age.
I know I'm just getting here, but I would not do that either.
no, I think
Let me just put my 2 cents. That didn't take long. No, I don't think that would be good. I would not want my.
And I think it's intimidating, just, you know, for the, especially for the little ones. So,
They won't, after a while, they won't come anymore.
Right.
A couple of these people said they might come the first few times, but after a while, because the big kids will.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've decided then what are we going to do as far as the age goes to whatever it is with the middle school? Are we going to target them first?
Well, what do you think?
Why don't wait just a second. We were at a meeting where we just discussed this. It wasn't even a meeting. We all just sat down and talked. Why don't you paraphrase what we were talking about the other day?
Well, we were talking about doing like different sports activities in one group, and then maybe doing board games for part of the time, and dividing the age groups up, having a healthy snack, and trying to get volunteers to come and help with those programs from 3:30 to 5:30 on certain days of the week. The people that are members, there wouldn't be any cost to it, but children that weren't members, there would be a fee for it.
Yeah.
And we found out, which I didn't know from Chelsea, that you can buy a punch card for $40, and a child that comes without money, you can donate that day for that child. And I never knew that. And I think there's a lot of people that don't know that I could donate a punch card. And if some child came and didn't have the money, you know, they could come.
Right.
So if that was made available, maybe we would.
But we were talking about those.
The punch card then?
$40.
That's good for it.
Yes, but we were talking about, but if somebody walked in with a punch card, they've got access to the facility all day. Since this is basically about 2 hours, we were talking no more than a couple of dollars if they wanted to, and that's a suggestion. We need to approve that by the
Maybe we
board.
do a punch card for after school. This week.
Right.
An after
That
school
could be a
program.
really good idea.
That's right. Yeah. Now it's $20 for 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do need to take something in, because if we provide food, there's a cost to it.
Right.
You know? And also I talked to Kids World about it, and I explained to her, I said, we're not trying to jump in on your parade, and how many of that age group kids come out there, and she said, hardly any, unless they're forced, because when they get to be that age, they don't want to.
Well,
so they go home and they're by themselves.
Right.
Or they're roaming on the street. So, I don't know. She thought it was a good idea. She didn't think it would hurt them in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
So I want to make sure of that.
Okay, well, anyway, in essence, I guess we need a motion to approve the after-school program with the impression that Chelsea will provide us. We were talking about trying to get this started this next month. So when do we anticipate getting this info from the basketball?
Larry told me that it would be this week.
Okay. Okay.
Well, some of the things we talked about doing, even if they were using the gym, we could have games in the handball court or whatever it is as well.
Yeah, we were. Is the racquetball court too small to do dodgeball for that younger group?
I don't know.
Probably not for 4th graders and on down.
wouldn't
try
think so.
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
you couldn't,
try it.
they can't throw it the length of the gym, I don't think, with any accuracy. So we would almost have to do it in a scaled down position.
Maybe
Yeah,
Okay.
I need
why.
some suggestions on what you think the kids would like to do in the facilities that we have.
Right.
And it, you know, if we're going to make it, if we were going to make it so that we might be able to get some grant money, it should be around nutrition and exercise, shouldn't it? If we could possibly get any grant money for it. So maybe we start out with what, but really work toward that goal eventually.
Is there any way we can poll the kids in the school to find out? Because that might get them all talking. If we send a questionnaire to the school and have the teachers pass it out in class and gather it back up in class. I mean, you're talking about 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders,
But
right?
give them a choice.
Well,
What grade do you think?
7th and 8th grade, don't they have their own activities?
So you're thinking 4th, 5th, and 6th
Yeah.
graders?
Yeah.
And don't 7th and 8th
They go
grade
to,
have like...
yeah, sports and stuff
sports
usually.
and
Well,
things?
some of them,
Junior
yeah.
high uses it practice here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's usually-
Maybe we could ask the age group if they
So-
wanted to participate, and if there are enough that do, we might be able to provide some.
But if Chelsea could just come up with a simple thing to send to the schools, to the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, have them fill out the questionnaire,
Just check the box.
let them know that we're thinking of, you know, doing this program, and
we're talking about what activities.
list
they
the things
have.
that we have to offer, list and give them so all they have to do is check which ones, and then put a box on there. Would you be interested in something like this? If we did this, and then you'll find out maybe a kind of,
Maybe we should
I
go
don't know, it's
home
just a
with the
suggestion.
parent, because maybe the parent would be more interested than the child.
Maybe do the questionnaire in school, because I think if you send a lot of the questionnaires home, you won't get them back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, maybe.
And
Yeah.
parents, a lot of the parents won't get it.
Right, right.
You might even be able to go speak to the class and say, here's what we're thinking about
Good idea.
doing. And just have the questionnaire,
out
they're
while you're
very
there.
short, it would only ask the school if you could do that. And they get to know who you are and,
They could maybe, because I know like the 5th and 6th grade level, it's going to be hard because they have to pick up their notes and stuff in the office now. And not all the kids go to the office to get those notes. So maybe if you called Denny and asked him if you could maybe set up a time where you could have 15 minutes in between classes or 20 minutes, have them gather them in the auditorium. And you could just do it in the auditorium to the 5th and 6th graders all together, pass them out, let them fill it out. I don't know, just a thought to kind of spark some interest.
he might have some suggestions
Yeah.
too. Maybe they have a homeroom time, you
Yeah.
can go to their
They
homeroom.
don't- they don't.
for a minute or so.
They don't,
No.
no.
Well,
Maddie's in 5th,
Well,
so no.
That's a good idea then.
The two that we were
They have to
talking
get all their
about
notes.
were soccer and dodgeball. But soccer would be played in the big gym.
And toss across, we have toss across games, if we needed to have extra activities, we could do the toss across at the beanbag.
Or racquetball or volleyball or...
The kids would just walk from there to here.
You could put a choice of board games on there too, because if there's two people, some kids can be playing board games in here as well.